Hello everyone, my name is Caitlin Fulmer, Grants Program Coordinator for Sustainable Jersey. I am happy to announce the opening of the 2021 Sustainable Jersey Grants Program Cycle funded by the PSEG Foundation for municipal applicants. This is the premiere of our new grants management platform, and I want to show you around so you know how to get started when you want to submit an application. Even if you've submitted a Sustainable Jersey grant application in the past, you will still need to sign up for an account. To sign up, please use an email address and a password that meets the standards of the password requirements. Once you finish inputting your email address and password, click the Sign Up button. You have now created a Sustainable Jersey Grants Program account. After signing up for an account, please click the Create a Profile to Get Started button in order to input information about the primary grant contact. The primary grant application contact is the person that Sustainable Jersey will be corresponding with regarding this application and any subsequent award. The primary contact must be a municipal staff member or an elected appointed official, such as a Green Team member or volunteer. It cannot be a consultant. If a consultant is responsible for submitting the grant application on behalf of a municipality, please have someone that fits the standards for the primary application contact sign up for an account and have the consultant submit the application through that account. Fill out all of the required fields. Once you finish filling out the fields, click the Create Profile button. Once you have finished creating your profile, you'll be able to start work on an application. Before filling out the grant application, we encourage you to review the application information packet. That's linked here on this home page and also throughout the application form. Clicking on a link will open up the packet in another window, and you'll be able to review all the information associated with this cycle, including what information and documentation you will need to complete each step of the application. The application has 3 steps. First, the grant proposal form. Second, the current SJ status form. And third, the grant authorization resolution. The first 2 steps must be completed by April 9th, 2021. However, the last step has an extended deadline of May 21st, 2021. You are able to submit 2 applications as a municipal applicant through the same account. One for a large grant of either $20,000 or $10,000, and one for a small grant of $2,000. Also, please note that if you click on the gear up here, you'll be able to log out of the application and also access our help form. The help form includes an FAQ that can help you when going to complete your grant application. To get started on a grant application, click the Get Started button. Here you will see the first section of the grant application. To get started on that section, click the blue Open button. Before moving forward with this form, please first answer the requested funding amount question. This is important because, depending on how you answer, different fields in the form will populate. This is due to the fact that the $20,000 and $10,000 grant applications require more information and documentation be submitted than the smaller $2,000 grant application. The next section in the proposal form is a Sustainable Jersey Grant History section. This section is more about letting applicants know whether or not they're eligible than for actually collecting any information. If an applicant has an open grant, it may affect their eligibility to submit a new grant application at this time. Municipalities are able to have two grants open at once, one large grant of $5,000 or more and one small grant of $2,000. If a municipality currently has an open large grant, then they are unable to apply for another large grant until the previously awarded grant is closed. However, they can still apply for a new small grant, and vice versa. However, if the previously awarded grant is considered an outstanding grant, then the municipality is unable to apply for any additional grants until that grant is closed. A previous grant is considered outstanding if it is open past the original deadline for closing out the grant. Typically, they are grants that are 2 program years old, so for this cycle, any grants from 2019 and earlier are considered outstanding. This is still the case even if the grant was given an extension. It must be closed out before the municipality is eligible to apply for any new grants. If you currently have an open or outstanding grant affecting your eligibility, you can close it out as long as the project is finished with all the grant funding having been spent. You do this by submitting a final report. More information on your grant supporting requirements can be found on the Sustainable Jersey website along with the final report form links. There are links to the Sustainable Jersey website within this application section. Sustainable Jersey must approve your final report in writing in order for the grant to be closed out. Sustainable Jersey will notify the primary application contact of municipalities with open and outstanding grants affecting their eligibility during the application's eligibility pre-screening process. So if you do answer this incorrectly, we will make sure to follow up with you regardless. There is a good chance that open or outstanding grants can be closed out in time for the grant application to be considered as long as the project will be completed and a final report submitted by the end of April. The next section of the application is the applicant information section. Please search for your municipality's name using the search bar. This will pull up the name of your municipality as it is listed in the Sustainable Jersey website database. Choosing your municipality name will automatically fill in the applicant name and county information. Please also make sure to fill in the Municipality Employer Identification Number, or EIN number, that you can get from your fiscal contact, which is typically your business administrator. The next section of the grant proposal is the application contact section. Here you will input information for all of the required grant application contacts. This includes information on your mayor, your fiscal contact, which is typically the business administrator, but must be a municipal person authorized to manage official municipal funds, and then the media contact, which is not required contact, but we do encourage you to choose someone to be responsible for the promotion of your project with the community and news outlets. The next section of the form is the grant proposal section. Please make sure to carefully review the evaluation criteria that the selection committee will use when evaluating your proposal. You can view this evaluation criteria on the Sustainable Jersey website by going to this link here. Here you will see on the website the different evaluation criteria for both the large grant proposals and the small grant proposal. Be sure to fill out each section. Sections will include file uploads. All file types will be accepted for these file uploads. However, we do encourage you to consider submitting an Excel file sheet for your detailed project budget, as it makes it easier for Sustainable Jersey staff to review your budget form. For the action plan and timeline, we have examples of promotion materials recognized to funders available here. It's important that you include information about how you will recognize funders in your program materials and program events. Make sure to include information on your project team, the community engagement, and project impact evaluation if you are submitting an application for a $20,000 or $10,000 grant. As I mentioned earlier, these fields will only populate if you choose $20,000 or $10,000 grant in the beginning of the form, which is why it's important that you make sure to choose that when you first start your grant application. Please note that occasionally the WiseHive platform may give you a pop-up error when clicking on one of our external links. This error will look like this. It will say, "Wait, before you go, you are about to leave this website. We cannot guarantee the security or privacy of the site you're about to visit." Please be assured that all of the links within the grant application are to the Sustainable Jersey website and are safe and secure. The last section of this part of the application is the optional information section. As noted in the title, this is not a required section, but is a chance for municipalities to submit any other important documentation that will help the committee better understand the grant proposal. We suggest letters of commitment or support from project partners to be uploaded in these various sections. If you have more than 5 uploads that you would like to submit as part of your application, please feel free to combine them as one PDF and then go ahead and upload it in one of the upload sections. You will notice that the application saves itself consistently and will pop up with a little timestamp for the last time it was saved. You can also save a draft of your application form by clicking the Save Draft button. Once you are finished filling out this form, click the blue Mark Complete button. Even after marking a section complete, you will still be able to access it until the deadline for that particular section. So if you want to go ahead and make changes, you'll be able to do so as long as it's before that deadline. After filling out the municipal grant proposal form, you will need to submit the section. Click the green button to submit. If you wanted to go back and make changes to your application section, you can click on the edit button. This will give you a warning that you're reopening the stage, thus making the contents of it editable, but that you will need to click the green submit button again before the deadline in order for this section to be completed. So if you were to reopen this stage, you can see now that you're able to click the edit button to go back through your completed form. And once you're done making any changes that you need, you can click the Save Changes button and then go ahead and resubmit that section. After submitting Section 1, you will gain access to Section 2, SJ Program Status. This section is also due by the end of the day on April 9th, 2021. This form will be requesting information on your municipality's current status in the Sustainable Jersey program. Municipalities must be registered or certified in the program and have an active Sustainable Jersey Green Team to be eligible to apply. Green Team documentation will be requested except from municipalities currently certified bronze or silver in the program. Click the blue Open button to access this form. Before you're able to fill out the form, you must first check the status of your municipality in the Sustainable Jersey Certification Program by going to the Participating Communities map. There's a link for the map in the application. Clicking on it will take you to the website where you will find the participating municipalities map. Using List View, you can better find your municipality and its current status. You can use the Control F keyboard function to search for the name of your municipality. If your municipality is listed, that means they are registered in the program. If they are not listed, that means they are unregistered and will need to get registered before they will be eligible to submit a grant application. If you see a status such as bronze or silver next to the name of your municipality, that means they are currently certified and will not have to submit the Green Team information. It is important that you double check the map before you submit your application to ensure that if you are required to submit Green Team information, you are doing so. Once you indicate that you have checked the map using the drop-down, it will ask you what your status in the program is. Using the map, you'll be able to answer this question. If you are not registered, It will give you information on how to get registered, along with someone to contact to make sure that you are registered in time for your application to be considered. If you choose Certified Bronze or Certified Silver, it will let you know that you are good to move forward to the next section. And if you choose Registered, it will ask you whether or not your municipality currently has a green team. If your municipality has not created a green team yet, that's okay. You still have plenty of time to establish a green team. However, it is a requirement in order to participate in any of the Sustainable Jersey programs. Green teams are established by a municipal government via a resolution or ordinance and consist of members recruited from the skilled residents, citizens, and businesses, civic, nonprofit, and faith-based organizations in the community. If you have not yet created a green team, please review the green team action here, which is a link to our website where the green team action resides. Clicking on that link will open the action in a new tab, and you will see that there's a lot of information about how to complete the action. The what to do and how to do it section will give you instructions on how to create your green team. And if you have any questions about creating a green team, you can contact my colleague Maureen Jones at info@sustainablejersey.com or at 609-771-2938, and she'll be able to help you with your green team creation in order to make sure that your grant application will be considered in this cycle. If your municipality has already created a green team, you will be asked to upload your list of green team members and a summary of green team activities, or if your green team was just recently formed, you can upload a list of future plans in lieu of a summary of green team activities. Once the form has been completely filled out, click the blue Mark Complete button. You will also need to click the green Submit button once this section is complete in order to officially submit it. Submitting Section 2 will gain access to the final stage of the grant application, Section 3, Grant Authorization Resolution. Please note that this stage has an extended deadline. You do not need to submit your grant authorization resolution until the end of the day on May 21st, 2021. However, we do recommend getting started on this process as soon as possible, as we know that the resolution process can take some time. To open the form, click the blue Open button. Here you will be able to upload a signed and dated copy of the adopted resolution authorizing your municipality to submit a grant application. There's a template resolution that can be downloaded by clicking the link here. But as long as the resolution names the specific Sustainable Jersey grant cycle, which in this case is a 2021 Sustainable Jersey Grants Program funded by the PSEG Foundation, the requested funding amount, which would be $20,000, $10,000, and or $2,000, and the name of the applicant, it will be accepted as a resolution authorizing the application. Please note that this resolution is different than the resolution required for registration in the Sustainable Jersey Certification Program, and is also different than the Sustainable Jersey Green Team resolution if you do choose to go the resolution route when creating a green team. It's very important that you submit the correct resolution. However, the Sustainable Jersey staff will be pre-screening applications to make sure that this resolution is correct. Once you are finished uploading your grant authorization resolution, click the Mark Complete button. Then go ahead and submit the final section. Once all sections have been completed, you will receive a confirmation email letting you know that the application has been submitted to Sustainable Jersey and will be going through the eligibility pre-screening. Once you pass the eligibility pre-screening, you will also get a notification via email letting you know that the application is ready for consideration by our selection committee. If for some reason your application does not meet the eligibility standards, Sustainable Jersey will let you know, and if there's anything that can be done in time for the grant application to be considered, we will make sure to let you know of those options. That about wraps it up. Thank you for your interest in the Sustainable Jersey Grants Program. I hope to see an application from your municipality in this cycle.